While tensions continue to boil in West Asia, just hours before that, US President Donald Trump announced a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. In a post on his social media platform Truth Social, President Trump said that Israel and Iran had fully agreed to a quote-unquote complete and total ceasefire. The US President said the ceasefire would be a phased 24-hour process beginning at around 0400 GMT on Tuesday, with Iran unilaterally halting all operations. He added that Israel would follow suit 12 hours later. Congratulating both sides, President Trump claimed the war could have lasted for years and destroyed West Asia. But he said it did not happen and will never. However, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, in an early morning post on X, said that as of now there was no agreement on a ceasefire. He further suggested that if Israel stopped its so-called illegal aggression against the Iranian people, Iran had no intention to continue its response. He added that a final decision on ceasing military operations would be made later. But in a later post, he hinted that hostilities may have ended. He said Iran's military operations against Israel continued until 4 a.m. local time and thanked the Iranian armed forces for their service. Meanwhile, the Israeli government, led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, is yet to officially comment on President Trump's ceasefire plan. But reports suggest that Tel Aviv was on board for a ceasefire deal, on the condition that Tehran would stop its attacks in their country. Separate reports suggest Tehran agreed to a ceasefire. After talks mediated by the Qatari government, Qatar's Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani reportedly secured the deal in a call with Iranian officials. Now, in a follow-up post, President Trump claimed both Israel and Iran had come to him demanding peace. He said, and I quote, "I knew the time was now," end quote. In his initial post announcing the ceasefire, President Trump also suggested that both Israel and Iran would be given time to complete any ongoing military missions before the ceasefire process officially begins. Reports suggest that explosions continue to rock Tehran overnight, with explosions in the north and center of the Iranian capital. Now, to put this into context, Trump's ceasefire announcement came hours after Iran launched missiles towards US Al Udeid base in Qatar, in response to American strikes on Iran. Now, on June 21st, the United States carried out coordinated precision strikes targeting Iran's nuclear facilities at Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. The strikes marked Washington's entry into the conflict, formally joining Israel's military campaign against Tehran. Now, since June 13th, Israel has carried out a series of strikes targeting Iran's military and nuclear facilities, claiming Tehran was on the verge of acquiring a nuclear weapon. Iran denies ever pursuing a nuclear weapon program and maintains its nuclear activities are strictly peaceful. With global stakeholders engaged and regional tensions still high, the next 24 hours could determine whether this ceasefire holds or simply marks a temporary lull in conflict far from over.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakaljo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Skali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.